What's going on YouTube? Baltmatrix here, and today we are taking a look at Transformers Robots in Disguise, Crazybolt. Okay, this isn't Transformers Robots in Disguise, it's actually Transformers Adventure, or Transformers Prime of Minicon. This is the Takara release of Crazybolt. I picked this up at BigBadToyStore.com because I thought I was buying the USA version, but I accidentally bought the Takara version. Whoops! Box is significantly different from what we would normally get here in the US. We have the features and some warnings down there on the back. Let's open them up. To start off the review, we'll take a look at the Minicon, who is the exact same ball-type Minicon that came with Overload. There is one major difference other than the better paint scheme, and that's this giant peg in the back. This big white peg that's just back there. I don't know if that's this way with all the other Minicons in Transformers Adventure, but that's the way it is with this guy. Next to each other in their ball modes, you can see they're exact same, except for the big white thing coming out the back. And the robot modes are the same, save for some paint. Crazybolt's car mode is very cool, and I can't help but thinking that we're actually getting better paint here on the Takara version than we would on the USA version. I don't know that for sure. Overall, though, the car mode's really nice looking. I like it a lot. It's just well done, well painted, and looks super, super fast. Transformation from car mode to robot mode is pretty easy, but cool. Take the front of the car mode, unpeg it, or unpeg the spoiler and the very front hood, and fold that down, and then pull it away from the figure as far as it'll go. Take the legs, or I should say the front wheel well section, and they will flip underneath the entire vehicle mode, like so. Next, grab what are the legs and pull them up and pull them away from the body, like this. So up and away from the body, and then we can turn them around like that. Grab the middle of the vehicle mode and pull up, lifting the entire engine and front up, and spin it around 180 degrees, and then push it back down along the back part of the vehicle mode. And sometimes getting this lined up doesn't always work. Next, grab this white piece and pull it forward as much as you can. Then you can fold out what will be the front legs and move them forward as such. And then we should be able to line up the mouth with the rest of the back, like that. Next, we'll take the white piece and push it all the way in. Grab the lower part of the mouth from underneath the back of the vehicle, flip it up and over, and close the mouth as much as it'll go. It only really goes closed about that much. And then just fix the legs and situate the front spoiler as the tail, and fold this white piece up, and we're done. Crazybolt's robot mode is actually pretty cool. It does look like a car just turned into like a giant iguana or something, but I kind of dig it. I do dig it. It's definitely unique and different. It's not what I was expecting, or definitely not what is traditional robot to vehicle, or vehicle to robot, I should say. It's cool. I like it. Definitely lacking in supposability, though. I do wish the front legs came farther out a bit, and I wish there was a little bit more posability in all the legs as a whole, but oh well. It's still neat, it's still interesting, and it's still unique. Now, to get the guy to fire, we have to first open up the mouth, or fold the lower jaw all the way back, take the Minicon and put him in place, and then this way this is supposed to work is you're supposed to take these legs and fold them up, and then using this as a guide, push the whole figure down onto the switch. And it doesn't really work that way. So the other way is there's a button up here that you're supposed to pull, and it's supposed to fire. But that doesn't work either. The other way the directions show in doing this is by pulling this up and then pulling this lever. That doesn't do anything. So maybe pushing the button in on the bottom and then pulling the lever? Okay, there we go. That's real dumb. So just to reiterate, in order to get this to fire, you have to push this white piece in, then there's this little white tab, you push that down or into the figure, and then you could pull the button back here to fire. And it doesn't really fire either. So there's not enough really much force involved with that at all. So you don't really, you push it all the way in, push the Minicon all the way in, pull the Minicon out a little bit, just enough, and then push the button. And it went a whopping 6 inches. Honestly, I like Crazybolt. I think it's fun. I think the figure is neat. It's different. And it is interesting. It's just a shame that the deployer gimmick flat out just doesn't really work. I'm not sure what Hasbro and Takara were thinking. This is a gimmick that just honestly really didn't need to exist in the toy line either. I really think that this is one of those, well, we did it because we could, not because we should. So, yeah, there's that. As you can see, the transformation back is pretty easy. Just getting certain things lined up is a little bit challenging, but hey, that's the way it is with most transformations. And as I said, overall, I like it. I do like the figure. I think his car mode is freaking awesome, and I think the overall figure is neat. Again, gimmick is dumb, but the figure's neat, and I realize I have got him totally mistransformed, but overall, I think he's definitely worth picking up, especially when he comes out in the US. The Takara version does have superior paint, at least from the pictures that I've seen. So again, I hope you've enjoyed this video review. As always, I'm Baltmatrix, asking you to hit that subscribe button, give me a like, give me a dislike, let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll catch you next time.